開幕2日目の今日は試合前に昨季のワールドシリーズ優勝を記念したチャンピオンリング贈呈のセレモニーが行われました。リングセレモニーでは大谷翔平選手は25番目に登場。会場の視線を集める中、紹介時にはコメントも読み上げられ、左手の薬指以外はどこでもつけられる準備はできていますと、妻まみこさんとの結婚指輪をはめる左手薬指以外を全て優勝リングで埋めたいという大谷選手らしい一言に、会場は大きな歓声に包まれました。さらに2連覇して3連覇する機会はなかなかないですし、精一杯頑張りたいと力強く語り、すでに2つ目のリングを手にしながらも、その視線はすでに次の頂点へ向けられていました。ドジャースから公開された2025年のチャンピオンリングは、昨年よりもさらに豪華で複雑な構造の特別仕様となっています。野球界ナンバーワンのチームとしてのドジャースを象徴するダイヤモンドがあしらわれ、側面にもぎっしりと宝石が敷き詰められています。さらに球団の過去9度の優勝年が刻まれ、バック2バックの文字も刻印。まさに連覇の偉業を形にしたリングとなっていました。制作を担当した会社も、わずか6シーズンの間に3度目となる今回も、これまでのリングデザインをさらに高めるべく努力しました。リングの中にもう一つのリングを備えた構造や、第7戦の土を取り入れるといった工夫を盛り込み、連覇を祝うにふさわしいリングに仕上がっていますと説明。14金のイエローゴールドで縁取られた表面には、ワールドチャンピオンの文字が壮麗な宝石で彩られ、ワールドには32個、チャンピオンには54個のダイヤモンドを使用。さらに側面の上下にも50個のダイヤモンドが施されるなど、まさに王者にふさわしい圧巻の仕上がりとなっていました。そして今回のリングセレモニーで最もファンからの歓声が大きかったのは、ワールドシリーズ MVP に輝いた山本由伸投手でした。一人で登場し、2つ目の優勝リングを受け取ると、会場のボルテージは最高潮に。喜びを分かち合って、プレーに対して「ありがとう」って言われたのは初めてだったので、すごく嬉しかったですとコメントをしています。選手らは笑みを浮かべ、リングを装着し、喜びを分かち合っていました。さらに締めくくりに昨シーズン限りで現役を退いたカーショーもこの日のリングセレモニーに登場。始球式を務めた後、選手たちからリングを受け取り、大きな拍手を浴びました。長年ドジャースを支え続けたレジェンドの姿に、会場のファンも大歓声。開幕2日目の今日の試合、キム・ヘソン選手との激しい競争を制して開幕ロースター入りを勝ち取ったフリーランド選手が初スタメン入り。すると第1打席でいきなりホームランを放ち、起用に見事な形で応えてみせました。さらにドジャースは3回、大谷選手とタッカー選手が連続四球で出塁。するとベッツが 97.2 マイル、約156キロのフォーシームを捉え、豪快な一振りで3ランホームラン。ドジャースは一気に試合をひっくり返し、逆転に成功しました。その後、喜びを爆発させ、ベンチでは両腕を水平に広げるジャベリンポーズを披露。現地テレビ局も大注目のシーンとなり、ベッツ選手が山本由伸投手と同じトレーニングに取り組んでいることも紹介されました。昨シーズン、打撃不振に苦しんだベッツ選手が新たに取り入れたのが、山本由伸投手のトレーナーとして知られる矢田治氏考案のトレーニングです。開幕前のスプリングトレーニングから、山本由伸投手が信頼を寄せる矢田治トレーナーの下で調整を重ね、矢田氏を肩車するメニューやジャベリンスローなど、山本投手が実践しているエクササイズも新たに取り入れました。その成果が出たのではないかとの海外ファンもコメントが相次ぎ、ベッツが完全に戻ってきた、山本由伸投手流のトレーニングがハマっているのではといった声も上がり、この日の豪快な一発は単なるホームラン以上の意味を持つ一打として受け止められています。そしてダイヤモンドバックスに追いつかれた終盤の8回に、先頭のフリーランド選手が二塁打で出塁し、ドジャースが勝ち越しのチャンスを作ります。迎えた大谷翔平選手の第4打席、高めの直球を振り抜いた打球は二塁手へのゴロに。しかしこの打席できっちり走者を進め、二塁走者のフリーランド選手は三塁へ。すると続くタッカー選手がライト前へ勝ち越しのタイムリーを放ち、ドジャースが試合をひっくり返すことに成功しました。 そして最後は新守護神ディアスがドジャース移籍後初登板。登場曲「鳴子」の生演奏で登場にはスタジアムは大盛り上がり。1点を守りきりドジャースが開幕2連勝。大谷翔平選手は3打数無安打1四球でした。今日は昨シーズン加入したタッカー選手とディアス投手が早速存在感を発揮した一戦となりました。試合後ディアス投手は
How cool was that experience? Just walking out of the bullpen tonight for you.
Was great. Was great. Really emotional. You know, my first time pitching with the Dodgers. Hearing those trumpets, the vibe from the fans was really good. You know, I did my job, so at the end of the day, it was a good day for us.
Did you know that there's going to be live trumpets this time around, or were you surprised by that as well?
I was surprised a little bit. You know, I heard a trumpet sounding before I was coming out. I said, "No way, they got a live trumpet." But it was pretty fun, and I enjoy. I know the fans enjoy it too.
You obviously said you came here to sort of win championships. What was it sort of like watching some of the other guys get their rings today? And how much is that something that sort of fuels you a little bit?
You know, was really fun to watch those guys get in the ring. So my goal for this year is being in that moment next year. So, you know, I have to put a lot of work together. I want to help this team to win. I know if this team stay healthy, we can do it again. So I'm really happy for them.
Oh shit, Sugar, what a fucking English.
You played in New York. What was sort of the energy like from the fans, from your perspective tonight?
I think about the same. They are New York fans. They are into the games. All like today. You know, they always support the team. I feel it today. You know, it's about the same. You know, a lot of fans show up in the games there, and a lot of fans show up today. You know, it was really fun to see.
How was pitching on the Dodger Stadium now?
It was good. It was good. It was really good. You know, I pitched on Monday. I got the chance to pitch. And it was really good. I really liked the mound, so today I was more calm, just trying to do my job and enjoy the time there.
Edwin, did it feel weird to hear those trumpets in this ballpark and not in New York?
Not really, because I'm here, so my goal is help this team to win. You know, I was in New York, but now I'm here, so I'm enjoying the time with this team. You know, we got a really good team, and just now I gotta keep doing my job and hearing the trumpets here in Dodger Stadium now.
Edwin, were you more excited or nervous coming in there?
I think both. You know, I always get a little bit nervous when I'm coming to the games, but at the end of the day, you know, I was excited too because it was my first time pitching in Dodgers uniform. You know, and coming one run game was pretty big for me. You know, I wanna set it down, second game of the season, help this team to win, get the W, get the save, and keep going.
Where did you watch the ring for ceremony from in here or out there in the dugout?
I was a little bit in the dugout, and then I came here to prepare for the game. It was pretty fun, you know, see all those players get the ring, the staff, and everybody. So it was pretty fun to watch.
What stood out to you, Edwin, being here about this team?
I think this is a really good team. You know, I think we got a lot of good players here, and like I say, I think if everyone stay healthy, this team had the chance to win the three-peat. So, you know, let's cross the finger to everybody stay healthy, keep winning baseball games like we did today and yesterday, and enjoy the ride.
So when did you notice that there was live trumpet player?
When I was running into the field, I heard something before, like in the 7th inning, but I thought was maybe one of the fans having it, but it was pretty fun.
そして今日も大谷タッカーベッツと並ぶ上位打線が機能し、得点につながったことにロバーツ監督も手応えを感じているようです。
What are the benefits of having Shohei batting first, Kyle Tucker batting second, Mookie batting third in the line?
Well, we've kind of done the Shohei thing, hitting at the top of the order, which he feels comfortable. We feel comfortable getting him as many at bats as possible. With Tucker, you know, you look back at the recent years, he's as good, if not better, than any hitter we have in the lineup versus left-handed pitching. So I think that neutrality, feeling that we can put him in there in the two-hole versus lefties, and then versus right-handed pitching to add the consistency of the lineup, I think was important for me. You know, he showed it last night. His DNA is to get on base. And so if he can get on base, see pitches, it sort of just kind of, you know, bleeds into the middle part of the order. So I feel good about that. And I like freeing Mookie up in the 3-hole. And then it obviously introduces a right-hand hitter. And then obviously Freddie's in the 4 versus right. Will's in the 4 versus left. to be able to drive runs in and produce runs, and those guys flip-flop versus left and right in the 5-hole, and I like the way that they can get a hit and drive in runs, certainly with 2 outs.
Still thinking about whether or not to bat Shohei leadoff when he makes pitching starts at all?
I am, but I think that right now we're going to stay the course with that. But I'm certainly watching it with a close eye and seeing how it looks. But for right now, yes. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thank you.
そしてカーショーはドジャースのチームメイトたちへの思いや引退後の生活について語りました。
No, everything's fine. I mean, I would say it's pretty part-time, because I've only got one more game in August, so you won't see me too much on TV. But it was fun to do last night for sure, and to be back here was great.
What was like the cool part about that job for you, and like watching a game in that way, like breaking it down the whole time?
I don't know. I mean, it's just talking baseball. So if people want to hear me talk about baseball, I can do that all day. I love baseball.
I know Andrew's talked about leaving the door open to having a job here. Is that something that you sort of thought about any further? Or
I think I'll be involved somehow. Yeah, I think I'll be involved. Probably not like physically here in LA, but definitely I'm sure I'll watch games and I still want to be a part of the Dodgers. So if I can help in some small piece, I will.
Tempted to get in the box there?
No, I have no interest in playing, but I like being around everybody, so it's fun.
What do you anticipate tonight being like for you?
I'm excited. Yeah, I mean, that's why we play is to win some of these rings. So I've heard the ring's pretty over the top. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm just really excited. And anytime you get to celebrate one more time with your teammates, it's pretty special. And I know they got to move on to this season, but I don't have to. So I know that was weird. That was weird sitting with everybody, but I guess it's just kind of part of that gig.
Yeah, you come out and talk about being excited. You look up and here all of us are excited to see you.
You guys aren't sick of me yet? Yeah.
No, not at all.
What is it just commemorate for you?
Well, for me, it's just a great ending.
Dave said that he never really looks at his rings. Do you look at the World Series?
No, I mean, I think when you're in it, like Doc is, and all these guys, they're trying to do something this year, so. But I've always said at the end of your career you got to reflect, so maybe I'll just start looking at them, I guess. I don't think I'll really wear them out too much, but maybe just, I don't know, yeah, look at them, I guess. I don't know.
What's the best part about retirement?
There's a freedom with retirement, if you don't want to work out, you don't have to. If your back hurts, it doesn't matter. If your arm hurts, it doesn't matter. So you get to see a lot more stuff, be around for everything. So there's a lot of great parts. It doesn't take away from how special playing this game is, but there's a lot of really awesome starts about being home and being done.
What has the no plan look like for you?
I mean, I've been busy. They made me, the WBC, I had to play catch a little bit, so I was doing that, and we had spring break and all that. So I don't feel like retirement's really started yet. Now that the season started and I'm going to go home after this, that this next week will probably feel like a normal retirement week, and I'll let you know. Yeah.
What's your level of missing the game?
I don't miss the game at all. I just miss the people. Yeah, I love watching, and I just know I can't play it anymore. So I'm at peace with that. But I miss this. I miss the stadium. I wouldn't say it's hard to be here, but you remember what you're missing. Which is challenging for sure.
There's a lot of great involved in some aspects. Is there anything part of the game that kind of falls out most of the
you cut it off?
That's what, guys.
Thank you.
Is there any part of it that kind of falls out more to you, like just being around guys, coaching at all? Or
I'm not coaching.
On the air?
No, I'm not coaching. I'm going to watch, and I really don't know much more after that. We'll see. Thank you. Thank you.
以上、今回もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。別の動画でもお会いできるのを楽しみにしております。